congratulations on this movie. It's such a ride. When did you first learn of the books, and why did you initially connect with the story?
I mean, I seen the books back in like '06, honestly. I remember just growing up and my peers just going crazy over it, but I hadn't read it at the time. And when it found its way back to me, and I had the opportunity to audition for it, I was just like, oh, I remember this book. Like, I remember this world. And then after reading the script, I was able to go back and read the book. And I don't know, I'm just so into like the dystopian aspect of it. I love the story. I love what it represents and how, timeless it is. So yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I remember at the Scholastic book fair,
Yeah,
one
one
of
of
the
those
posters.
ones.
Yeah, it was like you're getting your pencil erasers, your gel pens, your Corvette poster, and like Uglies was there. And I never read it, but I had same thing. I had a lot of friends who read it, and when it came back, I was like, ooh, interesting title. We'll see what this is about. And then just realized how incredible of a fan base it had developed over time.
So cool. And we have Joey King. She's such a badass in this role. You guys each have an on-screen romance and friendship with her. What was your dynamic like with Joey? And was it kind of like an initial chemistry there?
I mean, it was for me just because Joey is just so easygoing, you know what I'm saying? And she's super cool, she's authentic, and that makes it easier, when you're on set with somebody that's just real, and someone fun to play off of. I think that she's very helpful. And, I think being number one on the call sheet, being the lead, I think it's very important to create a safe space for everyone. And when she set that tone, so it made it easy for me, on top of, her being beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It was dope.
Yeah.
It was easy,
Yeah, I mean, Joey's just one of those people you feel like you've known your whole life.
Yeah.
And she just brings that energy everywhere she goes. So it was kind of a no-brainer, and was so fun to not just work with her, but this entire cast. And she's a badass. I mean, like, who better to pick for a young female's hero journey? I mean, like, she is the ideal person to do this, and she does it with such beauty and such grace, and just with so much talent forward.
Yeah, she's the coolest.
Yeah.
So many wild stunts in this. Were there any battle wounds for either of you, and how did you execute some of the more challenging scenes?
I got really lucky that when I got to the kind of the final form of Paris, that I had a giant muscle suit on. So I got to like bounce off of things more so than I think you probably did.
Yeah, for sure.
So I lucked out. We have a great stunt double too who takes all the hits for me. So shout out to Levi. Appreciate you, brother.
I didn't like break anything or pull anything, but
No enemies.
I remember we had to they had me wired in the air inside the studio, and I remember coming down. I didn't prepare myself about landing, and my legs kind of dragged my feet, and that threw me off. I was like, yo, and I thought I twisted my ankle because I just thought it was going to be an easy land, but that was it for me, yeah.
Oh my God, that's great. This movie sends such a strong message about what beauty really means. And obviously Hollywood has this like perfection around it. How have you guys kind of navigated the pressure of Hollywood to always display this like and uphold this certain appearance?
I think I do a subpar job of upholding my personal appearance at times.
Job,
Thanks, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think it's just, there is no guidebook on how to navigate this industry, and you're lucky if you get a couple great mentors in your life. But I think really what has made our friendship as a cast and all of us coming from different walks of this industry is just knowing how honest and authentic we all are to ourselves. Yeah. And there's no facade or barrier. It's just really brutally us.
Yeah.
And I think it's rare, but very fortunate to have it, especially with a movie like this that talks about that topic.
Yeah. So interesting too, because I haven't really seen any movies like navigate that topic. So it's amazing. We love that you and Joey are best friends in the movie, but there's a bit of a romance there. How did you kind of relate to that in your personal life?
I mean, I think it's a story of two people who, really at its core is the society is telling them that it's not the right time. And I think there's always moments in life where it feels like it's not the right time for things to happen. And Paris is very similar to young me, who's could sit back and be like, oh, if only I had this, or if only I had that, then I could get the pretty girl. Or maybe the girl that's kind of my friend would like me if I was this. So I don't know if it relates specifically to me right now in this portion of my life, but I think it resonates with a lot of people who are waiting for the right moment, but sometimes that moment is fleeting, and then you get left and get a surgery and everything changes. So very relatable.
Very relatable. But speaking of best friends, Chase, we have to ask you, is it cool that you inspire her songs? And do you have a favorite, and why?
Ooh, I do. I do on this record as well. But she hasn't really talked about it yet. So out of respect for her and respect for this record, I'm going to let her take the reins on that and let her navigate that on her own time. But I'm very, very proud of her in this record.
It's amazing. I love the love that you guys put out on social media. I see it, and it's like you can feel it through the screen,
Thank
you know?
Yeah.
Right?
I'm just glad she keeps me around, honestly.
It's major. Lastly, before I let you go, this movie ends on a cliffhanger. When can fans expect the next installment? Can you give us any teases?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the truth. Yeah.
We don't know, but we do know, if everyone show up, it'll happen. So really, we just need every, the book lovers to show up. We need, our individual supporters to show up. Everybody, and I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, I agree.